digging back to that stuff, and I think we can do that a little bit with video games. You know, Three Musketeers was written, novels had only been around for maybe 100 years. So the printing press had only existed for maybe 150 years when they did that.
Yeah, when they started doing that.
I really don't feel like Three Musketeers has been topped as an entertaining adventure form.
Yeah, there'd been a lot of long form fiction, but this is actually kind of an interesting point, because there'd been a lot of long form fiction or serials or stories that, you know, we've got novel-esque stories dating back a long time ago, but it wasn't until around then that, you know, the 1700s that there started to be novels that were written for the purpose of, like, mainstream entertainment.
Right.
And the thing is Super Mario Brothers? We always think of Super Mario Brothers as like the you know, the prime number, you know, the place where, you know, you can get it all back to that, and then you can just see what all the different ways you could have evolved from Super Mario Brothers. Anyway, is Super Mario Brothers, or was it good enough? Was it? Are we going to look back at it in 50 years, 100 years, and go, that was so much better than?
I don't think we can do it with just one game, but I think we can do it with a kind of a sweep. Like, I've been talking with a bunch of friends about how disappointing it is to look at the, you know, Nintendo's internal development lineup lately. Although WarioWare DIY thing looks absurdly cool.
Oh man, I played that when it came out in Japan for a while, and it was really fun for a bit, but I had nobody to share it with.
Oh so. Yeah. It was the same like Bangai-O level editor was pretty fun.
Oh god, that game, there's a pigeon, so.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Bangai-O, my friend is still addicted to that. He made a level in that,
and you can send levels over the microphone.
Yeah.
Like modem blast them. It's so
yeah, I interviewed those guys about that. That was really fun to talk about.
Yeah.
But that friend who still plays Bangai-O, he takes my iPhone off of me whenever it's sitting on a table at Starbucks, and he always plays Canabalt. So that's the kind of person. I will admit I still play Canabalt now, maybe 2 or 3 times a week on a train or something.
That's awesome.
I haven't actually given up on it yet. And actually, one of the things I wanted to do is this was like the plan for the interview. My friend would have been here to hold the camera, but I'm going to do it myself. I want to see you play the game.
Oh, okay.
Right now, today. My phone is slow. Do you have it on your phone? Do you have an iPhone?
I do. It's probably I've got faster, but.
Oh, do you have the 3G?
Yeah.
Well, here, you play it on mine. That'll be even more fun. Mine's got this blue border.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I got that.
That's super blue.
Is the sound on? Can we even see it?
It's pretty. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Hey, we got it. Hit it, dude.
Oh, there we go.
You get one play. No pressure. I didn't mean to turn the sound on.
I'll try and do a no crates run.
Oh, did you die already?
Embarrassing run.
You want one more?
I can give it another shot.
Okay, you gotta please the fans.
Oh. There we go, that's better.
You're doing it. You're doing a lot better at it this time.
Yeah, I got a little flow going.
I think my top score is pretty embarrassingly low. Well, no, it's not that low. I think it's 13,000 on the flash.
That's good. That's high.
Oh! Okay, what did you get?
Stomped.
32, 62.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Now it's common knowledge that you can't beat this game, right?
That's correct.
But you know, me and my friends say that if you don't run 2,000 meters, you didn't play it.
Yeah, and I think it's funny that we can make up these like alternate like win conditions. 'Cause I do it in drop 7 all the time. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, like if I clear 300,000 in hardcore, then I won. For me, but it used to be like 200,000 like a couple months ago.
What's your top score for Canabalt? But you've played it in so many different.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere around 8, roughly.
Really?
Yeah, it was in like when I was doing the final playtesting before release. I don't know. I probably played for like 3 hours straight or something.
Yeah.
After a weekend of playing intermittently, and yeah, it was around 8-ish.
Well, a lot of people say that it's too random and that you can't guess what's going on, and so you can't really play it on a high level. I don't believe that because
yeah, well, there's actually stats to back up that that's not true. This guy went through and did this really like amazingly detailed statistical analysis of how people run and how people play the game, and I would like there to be, in games I make in the future, more intentionality and more expression.
Yeah.
But I think Canabalt has both of those things. It's just not, and I think they're balanced with the randomness. But I think it would be more fun if it was slightly more intentional, slightly more expressive.
Okay, what do you say to people who don't like the idea that you can't beat the game? Like, okay, I actually showed this to a particular, we're not going to say who because my job is a secret, to a particular medium famous Japanese game designer, and he's like, I don't get it. You can't win. How does the game end? And I told him the game ends when you die. The game is a story about a guy dying, right?
Yeah,
is
more or less.
Is that?
And I mean, it was a mix of like practicality and not having it not ruin what was there already. Like, there's a lot in the game that is a very almost explicit trade-off. Like, so putting in the boxes adds a lot to the game. You can slow yourself down. You can express yourself. You can decide, I'm going to hop over every box because
it looks cool.
I'm going to go as fast as I possibly can. Like, there are people who always play without hitting boxes. They can never get over like 3,000 or 4,000 meters, but that's how they
my friend
love to
my
play.
friend's pretty good. I've seen him play it on the Flash game.
Yeah.
We put it up in HD on my HD TV.
Yeah.
And are you ever going to put it on like Xbox Live or something?
I don't know.
I mean, it would be hilarious to just use one button on the controller, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think it would be really fun, and but if I make something for a console, I want to make it where multiple people can play. Like, I love the multiplayer thing, and
make it a split screen.
It could be split screen. It would be awesomest if you could sort of. The thing that I want to prototype is a co-op run, where you can kind of help each other run across the buildings.
Yeah.
Give each other boosts and things, and do these like kind of things. And when one person dies, the rest of the players kind of continue going as far as they can until you're stripped down to one guy.
Yeah.
Who's trying to get your total team score as high as possible.
Did you play a new Super Mario Brothers Wii?
I did.
The whole name of the game in the 4-player mode is "Get Out of My Way," yelling at people.
Yeah.
Making up new insults for your friends. And then I think okay, another thing I wanted to ask you about is me and my friends also, we think that Canabalt is a better Sonic the Hedgehog game than any Sonic the Hedgehog. What would you do if you were making a Sonic the Hedgehog game?
I would call. So they've done these actual interviews where people have gone up to them and said, I definitely give like the game journalists credit for this. They said, hey, how come we don't get an old school, just blazing fast Sonic game anymore? And they said, well, we figured out, we like calculated out how fast you have to move in the game and how much content you need to do that, and a fun Sonic level is like 2 or 3 miles long.
Yeah.
Right? And then they said, we just can't do it. And like, that's just a total lie. Like, the old Sonic games did it by having like repetitive content, and it was totally okay because it was only on screen. I mean, Canabalt is built on all the same principles.
Yeah.
Like, the buildings can have no legitimate detail on them because they're only on screen for half a second or something.
Yeah.
There's a total frequency thing there that makes it totally fine. So I think they're just making it all up. Like, they should be able to do it. I've seen the trailer for the new one that's like a 2D throwback, and it's glossy and hideous, and
Yeah, it don't look so good. The level design, I can just tell.
It looks very much like they're cashing in. It has the same like weird, cheap lo-fi. Like a lot of the new Super Mario Brothers levels look that way. They have sort of these blurry textures and tiles that don't quite line up.
Yeah.
And it's really disappointing because, like, you know, the game was obviously inspired by old games and movies a lot, but it was also, you know, wanting a Sonic game that was fun or wanting a Mirror's Edge game that was actually fun. Like, those are really genuine desires that went into it, which is not... I've never designed a game that way before. Like, taking, like, a disappointment-powered game is not something I've ever tried before, but either enough people were sharing in the same disappointment or it, you know, inadvertently resulted in something that was fun regardless at this point. I'm not sure.